So how many people would you say were there after the rain delay? Like a couple thousand?
Yeah, a decent amount. Like maybe up to. I mean, how much does the stadium hold?
Yeah.
It literally knocked his mask off.
Yeah, and then the dude just is like, like I love the slow motion jump, and then he falls over.
Who is the man that fell over?
That's the second baseman.
Just the second baseman. I don't know what he was doing.
I think he meant
really
to
thought he
throw
could
it.
do anything.
Yeah, I think what happened was
Did he have the ball?
No.
I think he picked up the ball after it bounced off the catcher, and he decided, instead of throwing it to the catcher, I'm just going to try and run it to home plate, and then trip.
It didn't even look like he had the ball. I just have to believe you that he did. Oh yeah, he did. Okay.
Because I think it ricocheted off the catcher, and so he picked it up and tried to run it home.
I mean, even if he scooped it, he probably still would have caught it in time, but the collapse looks just even more pathetic.
Oh, it's so funny. And they're all just like, God damn it. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I don't know. I just remember thinking it was a cooler ballpark when we went there as kids. And then I went there with Mom and Dad and Ella like a couple years ago. I was like, this feels like not a big league ballpark.
It's like Cleveland.
The Cleveland ballpark.
It's like the layout is super poor too, I feel.
Yeah. It's like right next to a highway.
Kind of, yeah. I more meant like in the stadium itself is very laid out poorly.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe part of that is just everywhere we walked was super crowded because it was people trying to stay out of the rain, but...
Yeah. Well, they don't really have like a concourse like a lot of ballparks
Not really, no.
It's just kind of like, here's all the statues of people on this plaza and then seats.
Yeah, and it's like every single human being has to enter from right field.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I imagine once I get to enough baseball stadiums, it will probably just be like very average. But I have been to games in Comerica, which I really liked, Busch Stadium, which is Busch Stadium, and Great American Ballpark, which is great.
Which one is the Big Green Giant?
That's Fenway in Boston.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, speaking, Ted Williams.
Yeah. Lazy Eye Ted.
Why was I the first person to come to your father's mind?
We probably made a joke about like, hey, maybe if we don't take him, Chris will take him. And so,
you know what's funny is like Jordan just asked me about that standee like, at Gen Con like a week or two ago.
Well, I asked you about it a couple weeks ago because I was mentioning it to my parents randomly. It's just like, oh yeah, they got a random like cardboard cutout of a baseball player, and I couldn't remember who it was.
Right.
And then
then you asked me when we were day drunk in line off of a single beer.
Yeah.
Well, okay, but what was the beer?
The Dragon's Delight. It's like an 8%, and we were both like
the Gen Con
hadn't eaten anything. So.
Sure, and like probably dehydrated from being in the sun.
Probably a bit dehydrated.
It was maybe the funnest 20 to 30 minutes of Gen Con.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Talking about Ted Williams.
Also,
that motherfucker hits 400. Are you sure? Are you kidding me?
Also, if you don't want the Ted Williams, I'll probably take the Ted Williams.
Will you really?
I feel like one of us has to.
Yeah,
it's certainly up for grabs. Unless he's literally already thrown it out, which is also possible.
Yeah.
I tell him not to throw it out if he hasn't, because I shouldn't. I have no reason to, and I don't really have the room. But it would be funny to me to own a cardboard cutout of Ted Williams.
Yeah.
Listen, Ted Williams is maybe the best baseball player of all time.
It's true.
I know.
Your dad probably thinks he is.
Jordan in line.
Also, your dad called him Teddy Ballgame. Was that his actual nickname?
That was his nickname.
That's funny.
If that doesn't sound like the most like 1940s.
Oh yeah, it absolutely sounds.
That's like
Yeah.
That's like maybe the worst nickname I've ever heard.
It's up there. It's
Especially
pretty bad.
because, like, he also had the splendid Splinter, which is like, that's like a superhero name.
Yeah.
That's the goofy 1940s nickname I can get behind.
Yeah, just like the Babe Ruth, like the Great Bambino or the Sultan of SWAT. I forget what he had like 7 nicknames.
Are you just naming off the that scene from
The Sandlot? Yeah.
fucking Sandlot? Good lord, it took me a while to get there.
I've never seen The Sandlot.
How dare you?
It's pretty good.
Oh.
Good.
I mean,
should
honestly,
stop
if Tim says a
100
baseball movie is pretty good, I should give it a shot.
I liked it a lot as a kid. I think it is meant for kids. For the
Jordan,
Yeah,
where are you
it's a
going?
children's movie.
Jordan, how did
I'm
you end
getting
up
there.
so lost?
Oh, I'm going to the wrong one.
The other Nard.
The other Nard.
For some reason, I have that one like highlighted, and I guess I just
Oh.
I'm on my way back.
Now, baseballreference.com, Owen, to answer your previous question, says that the attendance was 26,000 at last night's game.
That's
I can assure you at 10 p.m. it was not 26,000.
Hey, that sounds like kind of a lot.
There's after a rain delay, I don't care at any ballpark. Not that many people are going to be there.
Yeah, and it was a 3-hour long rain delay.
Yeah.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
What did you do?
Okay, fine.
Through it or what?
Technically 2 hours and 55 minutes, but
Right.
But it felt like 3 hours.
Well, I remember I got the alert on my phone that the game was starting. Oh, shit, they haven't canceled it yet.
I was like actually very mad at the complete lack of communication by the Guardians.
Yeah.
And it sounds like they did the same exact thing today, a game that they did end up canceling, where there was much, much, much less rain than last night. Oh, hello.
Hello, other Narg.
The other larger nerd. Wow, this thing's fucking huge.
Yeah. I feel like it's bigger than the other quest we did.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Okay. How has none of us hit it yet? Alright.
This thing's
I'm
tail
swapping
is
Nargs.
bigger than the whole
I
month.
think.
Swap that
Attempting to
Narg.
swap Narg.
I healed you, just to be polite.
Oh, oops.
That's okay. I didn't have like a bug or anything.
Okay, I was just shooting it, and I.
Well, Tim,
accidentally
you
got
always
on.
have a bug.
Is it a jitterbug?
There's so much
No,
shit
you're Kinsect.
happening.
Oh, you're not
true.
Never mind, you're not playing
No,
that weapon.
I'm blading again.
It took me like 7 minutes to realize that.
Yeah, actually the entire last hunt I was also not insect blading.
Well, it took me like an hour to realize that.
Did you
I-
ever end up getting close enough to the dugout so you could tell Tony who to pinch hit for?
No, I didn't. I should have fucking told him to get Sheets out of the fucking game, because like, why does he ever play the outfield?
Yeah.
I'm more of a Wawa guy.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
But like
Get the
legit.
age, man.
But like legitimately, why does Tony La Russa hate Adam Engel?
Why is he managing the White Sox?
Why is he managing the White Sox? He's 88 years old. Go fucking like die in a hole or something.
He's too old and rich. That's why he's still alive.
Did you hear about that, Tim? How
What?
there was footage of a fan like getting Tony La Russa's attention at a game and being like, "Hey, pinch hit this guy or pinch run this guy," and then he fucking does it.
Really?
Yes.
That's just not serious.
No,
Was it-
and like he's not gonna stop unless he's forced to, and he's not
Yeah.
gonna be forced to. So he's just gonna
Jerry
fucking.
Reinsdorf has a giant boner for him.
So he's just gonna be here for another 12 years until he fucking dies, and we just have to deal with it, and I hate it.
So you think it was like not a coincidence whatsoever?
I mean, it was one of the most perfectly timed coincidences if it was.
And knowing how this man has like literally been shown at the beginning of the game to be actually falling asleep,
Falling
like
asleep in the dugout.
he's too old to stay up for a 7 o'clock start.
Yeah. And the man who like doesn't know the rules of baseball anymore and like
And will intentionally walk guys when they have 2 strikes.
yeah, and the
He's
game
done
is
that
already
twice!
Down 5-2.
Wow.
Well, the
yeah, I
second time
remember you guys talking about that once.
Yeah,
And it happened 2 nights ago.
This season.
I'm sure the second time he did it as like revenge of like, you guys think I was an idiot for doing this? Well, I'll do it again. Fuck you.
He literally said when he was asked about it, well, it worked out this time, didn't it?
Yeah, it's like, well, it didn't work out the last time. The dude fucking hit a home run immediately after.
Yeah.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
Also, who cares if it worked out this time? You were one strike away from getting out of the inning anyway. Why would you induce extra risk?
Yeah. It's not fucking Barry Bonds, like just trying.
It's like it's like fucking Oscar Jimenez, like a DH no one has ever heard of.
Yeah.
I will say though, I think it was Oscar Jimenez. His walk-up music at the Guardians game is the SpongeBob SquarePants theme song.
Oh, nice.
And I'm like, this is the only time a baseball player has ever been funny.
Wow, dude, we got like barely any breaks on this guy.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
that thing's health pool was so low we never broke its tail, and all I was doing was hitting its tail.
I was also hitting its tail a lot, and neither of its wings are broken, or its head, or its back. So
Cool.
that was a rough one, I guess.
Got what I needed for the braces.
I guess I got what I needed.
Needed.
Hey, so Tim,
Yeah.
you think that lemon lime Gatorade is green?
Mm-hmm.
Can I get some?
voted.
Can I get some thoughts from the peanut gallery?
Tim, are you serious right now?
Yes.
Both him and
because-
my girlfriend Reagan are like incredibly serious about this.
This is, you know how you like accuse us of being unserious when we tell you what colors we honestly believe things are, because you are apparently an infallible judge of color.
I gotta say, this is a big knock against you, my guy.
Yeah, no, it is. You have bad eyes. You need to get your eyes checked. Yours are so clearly wrong.
Well, if it's yellow, you're all drinking pee-pee. So,
Aw, shit, he got us.
And if it's green,
enjoy your
then,
pee-pee.
If it's green, you're drinking antifreeze. Is that better?
It tastes better than pee-pee. I hear that stuff's sweet.
The green one
It
I know
also
of
destroy
is
your
that,
kidneys.
the only green one I know of is that fucking awful green apple flavor that tastes like
Oh,
There's a green apple Gatorade.
yeah,
That
Yeah,
one's
that's
very
horrible.
green, for sure.
Does that count as a pop crime? I feel like I should try that. I've never seen it.
It's bad.
It literally
It's just like
tastes like soap.
the least. It's the least like refreshing thing you could possibly drink.
Yeah,
Yes.
it is not good. As a man who loves apples and apple-related merchandise,
I
did
got a
not like
baseball
it at
team
all.
for you.
Yeah, I got-
Actually, though.
Yeah, I got a hat for you.
Jimmy Anderson rooting for the Fort Wayne Tin Caps, who are an apple-themed baseball team.
Hey, AJ Pierzynski played there.
I'll get an apple.
Who was the Padre who was like the best player on earth for a while?
The Tatis.
Currently suspended Fernando Tatis.
Oh yeah, he was there I think for a while. Why is he suspended?
Oh, he did fucking PEDs like a moron.
Oh, I don't follow this shit at all.
Oh, it's so funny. It's the funniest shit in the world. So the
When did this
Padres,
happen?
like 2 weeks ago, a week ago.
2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Alright. So this is recent.
like-
Good.
It shook the baseball world.
Yeah, so the San Diego Padres gave a man one of the biggest contracts in baseball history as like a 23-year-old who has never
Yeah.
played a full season. And then he promptly rode a motorcycle in the Dominican Republic, broke his wrist, didn't tell anyone about it, and just kind of ignored it for fucking 6 months during the offseason. Came back and they were like, dude, your wrist is hella fucking busted. You can't play baseball. And he's just like, well, I didn't get surgery for my shoulder. Do you think I should get surgery for this one? And so he's missed the entire season. He's finally taking batting practice like last week, and then they're like, dude, you took fucking PEDs? And he's like, oh yeah, I have a fungus. And then
have
everyone's just
ringworm.
like, yeah, he's like, I have ringworm. And everyone like looks it up and they're like, dude, the drug you took is not for ringworm. Anyway, and then he got suspended for another fucking 80 games.
Oh my god.
It's the
So-
funniest shit in the world. World's dumbest man.
Oh my god. It's so
No one
funny.
ever said athletes are smart.
Oh no, especially not athletes who are the sons of professional baseball
Former
players.
athletes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and the thing was, it was like there were so many pundits that were like, dude, this is, well, if they were saying if it's true that he took it for ringworm, which no one fucking believes, they're like, what team doctor would have been like, yes, this anabolic steroid will help treat your ringworm?
Yeah, because literally every team doctor knows what substances you aren't allowed to fucking put in your body.
Yeah,
Like,
they certainly ought to.
yeah. Oh
And
my
like,
God,
of
so
course,
funny.
the only people coming out to defend him are like guys who have previously been busted for steroids.
I know. It's like, no, let's not be too hasty here.
But like, fucking A-Rod, who is like a scumbag, A-Rod came out and was just like, I mean, this guy has to own what he did, and he has to like be honest. Like, it ruined my legacy. Like, you have to be forthright with this. Like, otherwise it could ruin his. And he has like a good thing going. And I'm like, holy shit, Alex Rodriguez has like cognizance.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's because he did full, like, I'm trying to rehabilitate my image so people will vote me into the Hall of Fame.
He's in ultimate cuck mode right now.
Oh, absolutely. Well,
Taking
I know no
a
one.
page from Jeter's book.
Well, so. Sorry.
Peter never had a spouse.
I know. I just wanted to make a sex joke about Derek Jeter.
Yeah. That's all. That's what all episode 6 of The Captain is about. Is him getting his asshole eaten.
They needed to dedicate a whole episode to that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it was a huge moment in baseball history.
And you know, like, you had to make an iconic episode too, since he wore number 2, and it's it is about the gift baskets he made women.
Yeah,
And
it's
you know,
true.
it is kind of indirectly about the number 2 generally. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the history, facts, figures, mathematics.
yeah.
Euclid is mentioned.
And also poopy.
Yeah, I don't know. I've watched 5 of the 6 episodes of Captain because Dad told me to watch it, and like it's good. It's like fun to reminisce about like baseball from the 90s and 2000s, but it's just like so. I don't know. Derek Jeter's a fucking weird guy.
He's so like he's a weird guy, like with all of the sex stuff and the gift baskets and the buttholes, but he's also somehow, despite all of that, like one of the most boring people to ever exist.
Really though, but he also just like, I don't know. They have this weird back and forth with like people they chose to interview for this thing, and they'll say something, and then apparently they'll just film themselves telling Derek what they said, and he'll be like, well, if that were me, I'd be like, what the fuck? And it's like, well, it is you. They're talking about you. It's just like,
That's the oddest way to do a documentary.
yeah, it's just a very weird. He's just very disconnected from reality, I feel like.
Yeah,
but like in a
focusing
different
on
way
nothing
than
but the
A-Rod
sale.
Yeah, I once again have been focusing on. Maybe it's just because it's a 2-monster quest.
Yeah, the hell, it's just too small.
There's
There's
a
a bunch
whole
of
episode
slicing ammo.
about A-Rod is a shithead, and it's like, I mean, everyone knows that, and everyone still knows that.
Do they talk about his least, like the world's least necessary diving catch of all time?
No, but they did focus on when he was about to get tagged out at first, and he literally pushed the ball out into the whale's net, and then pretended like that was a legal thing to do in baseball.
Did he get away with it?
No, they definitely were like, dude, fuck off, you're out.
Now, I don't know the story, but I absolutely was ready to say, of course he got away with it. He's Derek Jeter.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I was talking about A-Rod.
Oh, A-Rod? Yeah, no, A-Rod couldn't get away with anything.
No.
Yeah, I'm
They,
gonna lay down a blast toad, and then okay, or not. We're just gonna
Oh, you can lay down the
firebomb its
blast.
tail off, I guess.
We can just ignore those.
We're just gonna explode its tail off. It's gonna happen.
Hopefully. Do you
Never happened
believe?
before, but this time it's gonna happen.
Do you believe? No,
right, here we
listen.
go.
Just I'm gonna counter it.
I'll try for ailments.
The counter didn't work.
I got blast toaded.
Where is there? It is.
Like,
Okay.
both your moms down before that, so.
Yeah, I think we're gonna
Yeah,
have
we
to
got
do I think we're gonna have to do a solo narc to get the tail case.
Unless, I mean, this is Monster Hunter Rise. Owen probably has one, even though we've never cut it.
Yeah,
Somehow.
it's plausible. Listen, it's no Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate.
No.
Obey my robot dog.
I do all of the cards and such, yes.
Anyway, man, baseball's been fun recently, I guess.
Yeah, there's been a lot of shit going on.
So I googled Fernando Tatis Jr. and just the first thing that pops up: Padres reportedly absolutely livid with Fernando Tatis Jr.
As they should be. The dude literally signed a contract to earn $330 million, and he's like, I'm
Has
just
he
gonna not play.
And he's played like maybe 30 games since then.
Yeah, ever since
Yeah,
he
like, I
signed
got
the
2
contract.
Narg lashes from that. I don't know about
well,
you guys.
I still haven't gotten any.
I wasn't paying attention.
I also still need a mantle.
Mantle.
Mantle. Give
No.
me your mantle.
No.
Stop.
Yeah, that one was so genuine that I think I have to comply.
Let's say that was my quest if we're doing turns. So Chris or Jordan can put one up next.
Hey, I finally got my fucking adamant jewel.
Oh, good.
So I will make that decoration.
Go ahead and make.
Jordan, you go,
One
because my
one.
double Diablos was first. Anyway, for as much as I think Progressive Field is incredibly mid, the city of Cleveland I think is lovely, and I had a wonderful time.
Yeah, Cleveland is a really pretty nice city for
Yeah.
how much shit it gets.
Yeah,
I
but
almost
like
drove through that.
the downtown area is really nice. We stayed like a mile or so west of there, and it was like a few super cool neighborhoods were there.
Yeah.
Just lots of cool stuff, like spread out and dense.
Yeah.
Everyone
Ella
needs more
and
nargs, right?
Huh?
Like everyone needs more nargs, right?
Specifically Owen, but I don't think anyone else minds Nargs.
Yeah, no, I'm like always gonna make the Nargacuga armor.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna post a single narg.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh no, I
Here's
already
my. I'm stuck in quest hell, but
Ah.
I'm out of quest hell.
I'm glad my Quest Hell brother has returned.
Yeah, the other one person in Indiana that this happens to.
Yeah.
Man, doesn't Chris got lucky, I guess.
Yeah.
The one good thing about the George.
Oh yeah. Did Annabelle destroy your entire home after I drugged her?
No, she actually like didn't touch the drugs at all, which I was like, why did you not?
Oh no.
They were free drugs.
Was she just too scared that I had been there for the rest of the time and did not leave the couch until you returned?
Like honestly, I think she just like slept most of today before I got back.
Yeah.
But her wet food was almost entirely gone, which I was expecting it to be completely gone, but whatever.
Why does she have drugs?
Catnip.
Oh,
Yeah. I did restock her kibble too. So if any of that was gone, it had been recently restocked.
This motherfucking cat like does not like hard treats like kibble. I don't know, like I pull out the bag and she's like, yes, 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 and I pull out a treat and like hand it to her and she sniffs it and she's like, I'm good, I got my hit.
I got my contact high. Okay, I need 2 Nargacuga lashes. Narganuga.
Alright, I'll go back to glaving. So I can hopefully get a tail cut.
Also, I'm
Looks
sad that
old.
they're not doing the Field of Dreams game next year because apparently they're doing construction on it to make it like a permanent ballpark.
Yeah. And also like I don't know, it shouldn't be a once every year thing. Like They shouldn't have
Yeah.
immediately followed it up with the fucking horrible Cubs and the horrible Reds.
I know. Well, and it's awkward too because it's like now everyone's like, "Well, I want my team to be there." I'm like, "Yeah, but like, this is based on like teams that existed in the 1980s or not 1980s, like the 1910s. Like half of baseball didn't exist at that point."
Yeah, like it should be like the Yankees, the White Sox, the Reds, the Cubs, the Giants,
Sox, the
the
Pirates.
Dodgers, Red Sox, like that, like yeah, like that's it. It's those 8.
And yeah, let me see.
Maybe the Tigers. Maybe the Tigers are old enough.
Oh yeah, the Tigers were around there. I think the Tigers were one of the charter members of the. Oh, the Phillies. The Phillies are one of the oldest teams in baseball. Yet.
Oh yeah, that's true. Let's. I go to Baseball Reference. I sort all major league seasons, and the first one it pulls up is 1901. So let's see. Fuck
You're
it,
gonna get a bunch of weird-
the Brooklyn Super Base.
Yeah, the Brooklyn Super Boss.
What is a ba?
None of them are going to have their original names. The Cubs are probably still the White Stockings at that point.
No, they're the Chicago Orphans in 1901, and the Chicago White Sox are the Chicago White Sox.
The
Oh, okay.
Chicago Orphans?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were the Chicago Orphans for a while. The Cubs were the Chicago White Stockings, and then the Chicago Orphans, and then the White Sox happened, and they're like, we're just gonna take that Stockings name and abbreviate it.
And not be orphans. I think the Yankees were the New York Highlanders at that point.
That's pretty good.
Boston has both the Boston Americans and the Boston Bean Eaters.
Yes.
Bean Eater?
The Red Sox were the Boston Americans, and the Bean Eaters turned into the Braves.
Oh, right, that's the Boston
Bean
team.
Eaters.
Yeah.
Better.
Bean
Yeah.
Eaters is a better name.
Are these
Bases drops.
are these the Milwaukee Brewers? No, it's the Baltimore Orioles.
The original, the defunct Baltimore Orioles.
Okay, wait, so they were the Milwaukee Brewers in 1901, and then in 1902 they immediately went to St. Louis, and then eventually,
St. Louis Browns.
and then they eventually made it to the Baltimore Orioles. But I thought Baltimore had a team before that St. Louis moved to make up for.
No.
No, okay, that's
Are you
okay.
thinking of the Cleveland Browns?
I'm thinking of the Cleveland Browns.
The original Cleveland Browns that moved and became the Baltimore Ravens.
God, sports are so fucked up. I love it.
They are. Because the Colts lost, or Baltimore lost the Colts. That's why.
Correct.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just
Before-
literally stolen.
What a bunch of fucking losers.
What's
Losing
that
a football
mean?
team like that.
Who did the Cleveland Blues turn into? Oh, Cleveland Guardians. Okay.
I
They
was gonna
just
say that's one of. They went through like
Finders keepers.
900 name changes.
yeah. But like I don't know. I'm suspicious that Baseball Reference starts in 1901.
You should do 1903 because that's the first year the World Series was played. Oh,
That's fair.
'cause,
American.
like there's a bunch of weird shit from that era.
Yeah, okay. Chicago Cubs, Cleveland Naps, New York Highlanders, Brooklyn Super Base are still around. Boston Bean Eaters are still around. The first
Bean Eaters.
the first iteration of the Washington Senators are around.
Yeah, before they became the Twins.
And then the Washington Senators were around, and then they became the Expos. And then they decided, okay, we're just abandoning the Senators' name, I guess.
Yeah, well, because they've had three separate Washington teams. Because the first Washington Senators left and became the Twins, and then they established another Washington Senators, and they left and became the Texas Rangers. And then they moved the Expos to Washington to become the Washington Nationals.
It's
Sports
messed
are
up.
fucked.
Yeah, relocation is like really annoying and horrible for like fans in like local fans. Like if the Oakland if the Oakland Athletics move, it will be like very upsetting. the Oakland have had the Athletics for a long time. Like, it is ingrained in Oakland culture. But also, man, it's really fun how, like, every 2 years in olden times, every sports team just changed.
Yeah, they just changed names every. Is what I think the Giants were originally the New York Gothams, which is a great name.
Dodgers were the Trolley Dodgers.
Yeah,
Sounds great. I still think we should go back to Bean Eaters.
oh yeah,
It's definitely fucking better than the Red Sox, because the Red Sox just stole the White Sox bit. Like,
yeah, they definitely did.
the White Sox stole the Cubs bit, and then the Red Sox stole that stolen bit.
And they were like, "We'll just change the color."
And for some reason, they're the team that more people know.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
and that's not to say that the Reds, the Cincinnati Reds, also started as the Cincinnati Red Sox. So
They did.
yeah. So it's
Really
just
clever
like,
names.
yeah, they're just like, well, we wear Red Sox, so I guess we'll be the Red Sox.
I can't see. And I'm dying?
Tucker, I can't see. Tucker, I've lost my vision.
There was actually, during the rain delay, they showed a few, like, MLB-produced videos, and one of them was about the history of jersey numbers, and I was, like, genuinely very interested by it.
Yeah.
I
Was it
didn't-
It's
No,
because
my
it's where
ailments.
they were in the batting order, right?
Yeah, that's, like, apparently, Cleveland did it very first, but only lasted for 12 games because everyone fucking hated it. And then the Yankees did it and gave everyone numbers based on the batting order, and for some reason that stuck.
Yeah, well, probably because they had Lou Gehrig and Babe Ruth.
Yes. Yeah, that was
Everyone
definitely...
like, oh, these are good baseball players.
These are the baseball players.
Yeah.
I want to know the numbers of these baseball players specifically.
3 and 4.
I told you, right, Chris, that as a kid, I think Tim's heard this, but for whatever reason, as a child, I thought that Mark McGuire was the only baseball player in the world.
Wait,
Wait, what?
Yeah, do you
The-
remember
I don't
that?
know if I remember that.
the entire world?
Yeah, I just
How did you think that baseball was played?
I don't know. I was a child. I just
You
saw
had-
him on TV, and then I saw him again on TV at like a later date, and I was like, "Oh yeah, he's the baseball player."
You had Mark McGwire object permanent.
Yeah. Since I see him as a baseball player, he is the
When
only one.
I see Mark McGwire, therefore he is the only baseball player.
I don't know why. That's just how my brain works. And then my dad was like, "No,
No, in fact, there are several others.
only 24 more on his own team."
That's like, there was a
Oakland A's there.
There's a kid a few seats down from us. Him and his, like, mother only stayed until, like, the 4th or 5th inning because, wow.
Yeah, it was late already.
But, like, it was Shane Bieber was pitching for Cleveland, and, like, at, like, the very beginning of the game, the kid was just like, he throws the hardest of any, like, a 100, always 100, and then, like, he kept looking up and seeing the pitches, and it was like, knuckle curve, 86. Knuckle curve, 84. Two-seam fastball, 92.
Down.
And he was like, "Oh, it's not that he's
It's a fluke. It's a fluke.
it's not that he's the fastest. He's the most accurate. That's it. He's the most accurate pitcher." And like he
Always,
can't. And it was like, what if?
100% of the time, always throws the ball.
I'm like,
Yeah, oh
all
my
things
God,
considered,
that's-
I think it was like one of Shane Bieber's worst starts in a while because he had a lot of walks and not a lot of strikeouts.
That's so funny because that's such little kid reasoning of like,
It
oh,
really
well,
is.
yeah, it's just it was accuracy. That's right.
Yeah. That's I misremembered. That's on me.
The
He's the
concept
most.
of like, I know this thing, therefore it is the best thing, is like
Yeah.
Right.
very big
Absolutely.
child energy.
Yeah,
Anytime there was a fly ball, he instantly went home run.
yeah. He is the most baseball pitcher who has ever lived.
Shane Bieber is the only person who has ever thrown a baseball.
Exactly.
I believe
That's
it.
according to 1995 Owen logic. Which cracks me up because I had been to so many Sox games as a child, but my brain just didn't register that any of them were playing baseball. Like,
You were 2, but still.
yeah. Oh my god.
And Mark McGwire is very much not on the White Sox.
Right. Exactly. Maybe they played the A's. I don't know.
Hey Owen, who's your favorite baseball team? It's the Chicago White Sox. Who's your favorite player? I mean, is this a trick?
Obviously
Is
Mark
this
McGwire.
a trick question? Oh,
My
Why are
favorite
you
team-
asking?
My favorite team is Mark McGwire. That's always my favorite thing when you go on, like, baseball highlights from that era, from the 90s. Everyone was like, man, I miss that. Wish people still did steroids. It's like, do you really? I mean, baseball was never as popular as it was
Like,
ever again from then.
Is that where we're at now?
Yeah. It's like, man, I miss when McGuire could literally split my head with his bicep.
Don't worry, Fernando Tatis Jr. is bringing back the steroid era.
Yeah. Is Chris Cranston looking something up?
No. Why?
But do you want to see me suck a few
At least I don't
fingers?
think
I have found him standing in place, not moving.
Oh, I see.
1 second.
He is in a cave,
Yeah, he's
not near the Nargacuga.
Are you? Someone give me the full fucking clip. Are you kidding me?
Derek?
base.
Oh my god, they're not gonna give me the Mark McGwire Simpsons clip. Where like Lisa walks up to him and it's like, Mr. McGwire, do you think the accusations of you taking performance enhancing drugs will affect your personal legacy and the positive community standing of Major League Baseball or something like that? Mark McGwire's like, listen kid, do you want to know the cold, hard, disappointing truth, or do you want to see me sock a few dingers? And everyone just goes, dingers!
Alright, that was as quick as I could get to my life powder.
I appreciate it.
Homer at the Bat is a classic Simpsons episode that I thought was aged very well.
Yeah.
With like fucking...
I don't think that clip is from that episode.
National
It,
Baseball Hall of
it is
Fame.
100% from that episode because fucking
Mr. Burns.
Mr.
hired-
Burns is
Yeah,
like,
all right.
and this is the team we will pick, and it's all guys who like retired in 1910.
Sheila Snow Jackson, Mordecai T. Finger Brown.
Yeah, exactly.
None of those players play professionally anymore, and some of them have died before I was born.
And they get like Mark McGwire, Daryl Strawberry.
Yeah, Wade Boggs, Jose
Sam-
Canseco, like the cream of the crop in like 1989.
And they all voiced themselves in that episode.
Ken Griffey Jr.'s in that too, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
He overdoses on Nerve Tonic.
Sure. And then Homer
gets to
Simpson.
begin
Like something Ken would do.
Yeah, and then Homer Simpson. You know,
Who
that's
is convinced he is better than one of them, right?
Yeah.
There you
He
go.
thinks he might be better than Daryl Strawberry.
Listen, to be fair,
That was Daryl Strawberry was done doing cocaine at that point. So
Daryl Strawberry is like the player I know the least about in that group, so
yeah, he was a very good hitter. It's just a
Point.
bummer because everyone remembers him for doing cocaine.
Wasn't that like every baseball player during the 80s?
Yeah,
Wasn't that just like every adult with expendable income in the
Yeah,
80s?
if you had
Yeah.
any amount of disposable income in the 80s, it was going toward cocaine.
Well, and especially he played for the New York Mets, so he was in New York in the 80s and had a fucking ton of money.
Yeah.
Him and Dwight Gooden and Tim Raines and all those guys.
guy, can we get one of the New York teams to change their name to like the New York Cocaine Doers?
The New York
Cocainiacs.
drug smugglers.
Cocainiacs.
Yeah.
We found it. Someone get Steve Cohen on the phone.
I'm financing my own baseball team. They're going to be the Brooklyn Cocainiacs.
In honor of all the cocaine I do.
Congratulations, Brooklyn. You have a baseball team for the first time since 1958.
Root for Cocainiacs.
If they don't win, I'll just do more cocaine.
For it's 1 line, 2 line, 3 lines, you're out at the old ball game.
I don't know if Chris stopped my loud sniffs, but
Did you do the sniffs between my lines?
yes.
Thank you. That was like genuinely
That was
exactly what I had in my head.
But Chris prevented me from it being heard.
Ah, that's a bummer. We'll have to get that in post.
Yeah.
Chuck Schumer puts in like some pork barrel legislation to make cocaine legal in Brooklyn.
Only on game days.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just like in a climate bill somewhere.
You can sell cocaine, but it can only be on home days and on Sunday.
It's like
And so-
somehow the only amendment that every Republican signs on for.
And so, like, the
does
Cocainiacs
anyone,
become a gimmick team like the Savannah Bananas so that they actually do operate 52 Sundays of the year.
Yeah.
Did anyone carve the tail?
I did.
Oh, where is it? Is it back here?
Where I am? Very far away.
I will head over to where you are.
There should be a pink tail located on the map.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I see it.
Honestly, very good quality of life for the tail drop. I don't know what game instituted that.
The game of baseball, the game of life, the game of Parcheesi, the game of am I getting closer?
Basketball. Cornhole.
You get the fuck out of here with your cornhole bullshit, you pervert.
The most dangerous game. And you know I'm right about cornhole.
I refuse to recognize the legitimacy of cornhole.
Tim, Owen, are you guys cornhole guys or bags guys?
Bags.
You're also a bags
We're
guy?
from Illinois.
I thought you were on my side.
Why would we be on your side?
Because I'm on the side of right.
Fucking let's play the fun lawn game Prolapse Anus, everyone. That's what we want.
You call it fucking bags. Shut up.
Yeah, because that's what you fucking use. You use a baseball when you play baseball. You use a basketball when you play basketball. You use bags when you play bags.
They're not bags though.
Yes, they literally are.
Small bags.
They're bean bags.
Correct. And the game is called Beanbags.
You're actually like it's just, if you call it basketball Kent ball or baseball ace ball, you're just wrong. You're wrong about what it is, and you're wrong about the name.
No, it's a nickname, obviously.
Oh, let's go out and play some Ookie. Let's play some Ookie. That's you. That's you right now. I want to play some Ookie.
I think he's doing a hockey thing. It's hard to tell for sure.
I'm scared about Ucky. I want Ucky to leave.
Yeah, so do the majority of Americans if you look at the ratings.
I'm playing puck and stick on ice. Hey.
Well, glad I.
And honestly, if your dating conventions were how it worked, it would be called pucks and not hockey.
Yeah, so maybe it would be
You're
better.
wrong.
No, maybe it would be
Because
better.
it's Canadian, it doesn't count. Here in America, we name things after what they are.
We're pretty simplistic people. If we see something, we look at it, we say
You're
that's a
not naming it.
baseball.
If you called it bean bags, I might be willing to to concede the point, but you don't, so I won't.
No, the formal name of the game is Beanbags, but because we are blue-collared working-class people, we call it bags.
Oh, so
I will say
I
that
get it.
football is
I get
football
what's
is the
happening
worst
here.
named American sport
Yeah.
by far. Because there is a foot on that ball a couple times every game.
It's
maybe.
a game of feet.
It's literally called that because the ball itself is physically about 12 inches long.
It's a foot.
Oh no.
Yes, it's so American. I cannot comprehend it.
That's actually far worse than.
That really is. All right, I got to take a call real quick, so I'm going to hop off the court, but I'll still be playing. If someone wants to post a quest, I'll be right back.
I'll probably do one more quest, I think.
I think one more, yeah. I'm ready to.
Okay. Cool. I'll be right back.
I have some stuff I need to do before I go to bed, and I need to get to bed soon.